Alright, I was here and I needed bombs.
Ah! Hello, Richard.
Oh, these bombs don't work. Then I need Pegasus boots. They don't work either. What's up with these rocks?
Don't touch them.
Don't touch them.
I can't tell, they're not in color.
You can break those, right?
What?
You can break the
Oh yeah, I
diamond
can break
ones.
these, so yeah.
So you can get to the other side pretty easily.
Oh yeah, he said he was gonna get lost.
He was going to get lost.
Yep. Oh, no secret in the waterfall that time? Oh well. Oh shit, that's too deep.
And you'd be able to tell if it was in color.
I'm not gonna hear the end of it, am I?
You picked the wrong version, friend.
Well, you picked the one that you can glitch.
Glitch
By
how?
using the map to go wherever you want.
It's like a pause
if you-
glitch when
Yeah.
you map transition.
That's crazy. Hey, I found something. Shit.
Soup is pretty disappointed in,
You would have been able to tell if it was in color.
Soup was disappointed?
Oh yeah, I think because he had memories of the black and white version. So the color version on Virtual Console was the first time he played it in color, and he was disappointed because they took out that glitch.
So famished I
Pokemon
can't
Black
move.
and White followed by Pokemon Color.
Can you give me some vittles? What the hell is that? Sure, buddy, why
Food.
not? This vittle is so delicious. I'm going to eat
I
the
think that's
vittle
a-
right now.
Missile?
A
It
what?
looks like a missile.
It's a air-to-ground missile.
Bon
Found a
appetit.
missile?
Ah, this isn't meant to be
As
a
opposed to an
reward.
air missile?
Here, take this flower? Oh, it's a hibiscus, not a flower.
I remember that word.
You traded the vittle for the hibiscus. I feel with energy now. Alright, go home.
Rude.
And... Oh shit. Did I really forget where the dungeon is? I think so. Or wait a minute. Just go in here.
What's the next dungeon?
I'm so stupid. It should be the one at the bottom of the waterfall. Oh my god, I rebounded up. Yeah, so go here, go back down. That heart piece is a tease. That rupee is also a tease.
Ruchies.
Actually, a lot of the enemies can blindside you because of the fact that Link's sword is, 90 degrees like that. Oh god, okay. Wait. Oh yeah, you just break it like that. Huh.
You can clear out that crystal, right?
Yeah.
And push the block in the hole?
Okay, yeah. Alright, so just... here we go. Oops. Gotta remember to equip it. And there we go, now we're back down. Yeah, I just gotta remember to keep pushing B when I'm in that stars. Okay, I'm not gonna explore. I'm gonna go in the dungeon, beat it. Diego, you bastard! You come into my room. Crap! Hang on a minute.
No, pause the game.
No, you're gonna die.
Man, saving in this game is pretty tough.
It's
Having to
not.
hit all the buttons at once.
Yeah,
Buttons.
yeah,
In a video game?
I'm afraid so.
Yeah, that was what we used before motion control.
Iwata on NX. Expanding on existing hardware is dull. What?
I bought it on what?
On NX.
Whoa, can
What
you
the
hear me now?
hell?
Ah,
Yeah.
there you are.
I made jokes, but nobody heard them. I was saying wasn't. Oh, it doesn't matter. Something about touchscreens and iOS being the first video game system, and that's why video games don't have buttons.
Oh. I just realized that Samus's helmet looks like a basketball.
What?
Samus's helmet was originally made out of a basketball.
Was that because they couldn't afford better materials back when Nintendo was starting?
No, it's because they were trying to make the Baria suit.
Baria suit?
Yeah, to deflect any basketballs from going into the hoop.
Like,
I'm listening to some Donkey Kong Country too.
Jim
music?
Sterling almost died.
Ow.
Who?
Jim Sterling.
Okay.
Do you not like him?
I don't know him. Maybe I know what happens. What does he do?
He's big on Destructoid, right?
Well, he was years ago. Then he quit. Then he went
No.
to the Escapists. And
No, wasn't he first on the Escapist, then he quit that. Then he was fired.
I don't know. He was on
Uh,
both. I'm pretty sure he's made some uncomfortable videos about Nintendo. So I.
Anybody want to see my face?
Sure.
Oh, it's because of an allergic reaction.
Oh.
I wonder what he's allergic to.
Are you trying to kill Jim Sterling?
Mm.
Not me.
Yeah, I don't know what he's allergic to.
I'm trying contacts out for the first time.
Oh.
Now you can see my eyes.
I've been thinking
Yeah.
about those myself.
I haven't.
I don't think you wear glasses though. So
I have.
when?
I'm nearsighted.
Wait, so how are the
What?
contacts working out?
I haven't really successfully been able to take them out, but they're all right. I had trouble seeing things on my computer monitor just sitting here, but it's clearing up.
Contacts are bothering my eyes.
Adrian typed, "Did you get a haircut?" At some point, yes.
At some point in your lifetime.
How much stuff on the internet about games do you guys read?
A
Too
lot.
much.
Like, that aren't reviews, more like articles people write.
Oh. Um. I used to read a lot of hardcore gaming.
I need
Honestly,
to.
these
Yeah.
days I just Google whatever game I'm into at the moment. Aside from that, I don't really read much. I've been starting on books.
Ooh. Especially when you say them like that.
Books.
Yeah.
Like strategy books?
I read a book off of Amazon called Mazes in Video Games.
How is it?
It's good so far. It's kind of combining like the cultural theory, like well, giving a basic background of the cultural theory of mazes and like hedge mazes, that kind of stuff. I haven't gotten far.
Hmm.
King Minos' maze. Is that in there?
King Mine. I should know that, but I don't.
You know, the Minotaur. In
Oh, the Labyrinth.
maze. Yeah. Whatever. What's the freaking difference?
I've bought so much of those video game books that I haven't read yet. I feel
What
so
video,
ashamed. Huh?
what video game books?
A lot of the ones that were on the story bundle, and
Oh.
but that Wario Land 4 book.
Oh yeah, I read it. Read that.
I'm still working on that. It's
Daniel was here, I'd praise it to the moon.
there's a lot of information in there to sink in.
There's one I've been looking at getting and putting in my backlog of books that I haven't read. 1001 video games to play before you die.
Look at
Hopefully that book isn't about one game called 1001 Spikes.
God.
That's the trick. I was looking at that, and there was another one like 200 indie games you got to play or something like that.
Oh,
So,
stop. These are dumb books.
why are they dumb?
'Cause I don't want to buy a book just to be told what games to play.
Why not?
Because I could do that using the internet.
But this is a book.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Usually when things make it to book form, they're a little bit more worth your time.
No, they're not.
Usually.
No, they're not.
That means they found a publisher, right?
That means they found the paper. Jeez.
In fact, look, you can even see what games they're recommending right on there, so you don't even have to buy the book.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go to a random.
What's wrong with you?
I'm gonna click on a random page. Let's see. Dr. Mario. See, I don't think that game's very fun.
I don't think it's a very play this before you die game because it's not really you don't really need to beat it. You can just play it and then be like, this is
I mean, it'll kill you.
But it's like these are just reviews in book form.
Wouldn't this have been a better book? Top like 10 games per genre that you should play before you stop reading this book.
No,
We're gonna be timing you.
no, don't read books. Let's know what video games you should be playing. Read internet articles.
This book
Yeah,
is
I guess
on the internet.
this is kind of bizarre because it recommends Donkey Kong Country 3, but not 1 or 2.
Good.
Good.
Don't have to. It just shows how limiting this is.
Well, I mean, it's 1001 games. I mean, look, you got Chibi Robo on here. That's pretty stellar.
Why does you just want to have your tastes vindicated, don't you?
I feel like I generally read stuff about video games not to like determine what I want to play, but like get a sense of what the community thinks about what I have played.
It recommends Elite Beat Agents and Eternal Darkness, so it's quite possibly, the best book.
No. No, it's not.
Fatal Frame 4, I mean, this is all good stuff here.
Read a book about game design. Don't read a book about what game. A book that's going to tell you to play video games.
But I like being told to play video games.
But you don't do it.
I am trying.
You're not trying hard enough.
What do you want me to do? You want me to play Mario and Luigi 4, Paper Mario, Sticker Star, and Link Between Worlds all at the same time?
Yes.
I think you need to quit talking and get to playing. Now
Well,
get to
quit
playing.
inviting me to Mario streams, and maybe I would.
Whoa.
Also, and play and beat the True Arena and Kirby.
What? What about Kirby?
Beat the True Arena and Kirby Triple Deluxe.
If
Hey,
I
guess what?
tried to,
Guess what happened to me before I went on my trip to GDC?
What?
I bought Kirby Triple Deluxe thanks to you guys,
Good.
but I didn't open it
How
because
do
of
you-
Smash Brothers. I keep playing Smash Brothers. I can't stop. It's a disease.
I don't. I try not to buy games if I think I'm not gonna open them for later on, unless it's like I'm busy with some new stuff.
I was supposed to play it. Usually on the plane ride, I always play a new game. I think the previous year was Resident Evil Revelations, and the previous year was the downloadable game Arrow Porter, which is one of my favorite games
Uh,
because only I can play it.
Arrow Porter?
Yeah,
What is that?
it's a
That's one of the
game where
Guild
you
1 games.
yeah, and you sort packages in an airport.
Oh,
It is has one of the roughest tutorials. It's one of the most challenging action puzzle games. Sorting style, like it's not match 3, but you sort things. And
well, yeah, you sort things in a realistic way.
yeah, and it's really cool, but most people can't even hack like the basics, so it really appealed to me and I took it to the max. I think I maxed out the game in terms of like skill you can do. Because there's this thing that goes like, double combo, triple combo, and you're like, yeah, that's right. Then it's like quad tetra combo, then it's like penta combo, and you're like, yeah, let's keep going. And then you get up higher, it goes hexa combo, and then I think if you get 7, there's like no audio file. It just goes like and like nothing. There's no sound. And you're like, don't you think it'd be like hexa combo or something?
Isn't it also have like a micromanaging aspect? Since you're sorting luggage on
Oh,
a plane?
so like you control the conveyor belt and you can control the speed of all the belts. You can control the lights that are shining on the belts, and you can also control whether or not some of the arms move up and down automatically. If you set it on auto, it takes more energy. If you set it at a high speed, obviously it takes more energy. If you set the lights so that you can actually see the game that you're playing, if you light up the whole room, it takes more energy. And when you run out of energy, you're supposed to drop a special fuel cell from the top and get it all the way to the bottom. So yeah, that's if you mean micromanagement, I think that's the thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
What game?
Aero Porter, AERO.
Oh, that game.
Yeah.
I've played it. Wow, that gets intense.
Yeah, it gets intense in like 3 seconds. You're like, oh my gosh, blue package, orange package. But I love that game. I'm gonna write articles about it pretty soon because I've always wanted to. Just so good.
Are you gonna get a job as a luggage sorter now?
No, I'm actually quitting my job.
Oh, as a luggage sorter?
No. I don't know if I don't know if I told you guys about it. But
You
my
mentioned it in,
last
the
day is
Zelda
on.
2 stream.
What's that, Greg?
You mentioned it in the last Zelda 2 stream?
Cool. Yeah, my last day is on Tuesday. Then I'll be free. Free to play Arrow Porter. Just what I've always wanted to do.
Wait, you make Kirby Triple Deluxe?
Yeah, that's what I meant. I actually need to play Kirby, and I need to play the new Rainbow Curse. I can't wait. Can't
Oh
wait.
god, don't remind me.
Rainbow
Wait,
Curse.
hold on. Let me make a calendar event.
Rainbow Curse and Captain Toad.
Remind Greg.
Both the best Wii U games in the
No.
last couple months. Are $30.
Wait, what was the other Wii U game?
Captain Toad.
Oh yeah, I'm getting further and further. There was a sweet level that we played the other day, and I want to write about it.
Which level?
The Clear Pipes level.
Oh, I hate
Just-
that level.
Whoa.
Well, I don't hate it. It's just not my kind of level.
I love that level.
That's because you're cool, and the other guy, no.
That's what I've been telling him.
I just
Yeah.
thought it was go through, don't die. I don't know. I didn't like the timing aspect. It was just whatever.
Hmm. I completely understand the words you just said.
I just
But I
don't want
don't.
to wait around for the fuzzies to go by. I just wanted to get to the level.
Yeah, I think it does some cool things with you know, cycles and shifting the rhythm between like one part of the cycle and the other. Um, oh, you do?
Yeah, I don't like cycles in video games.
Hey, Adrian, can you give me mod power over this hangout?
How do I do that? I don't. I mean, I'm not a mod.
Uh,
Ask
well,
Google.
you're lucky then. I guess
Oh,
we
yeah?
all get to stay in. Cycles are cool, but you know, hey, who was talking to me? Was that Elliot?
What?
It was Elliot. See, I guessed. I got it right. Still learning your voices.
What is it?
Oh, I was trying to figure out why you hate cycles, but I wanted to give you I wanted to give you a test to see if my
I don't hate
theory.
cycles. They seem to be a necessary thing, but I don't like dealing with them.
Curious. What kind of computer do you have?
Why does that matter?
Because I built a test and it's a game, but it only works on it only works on Windows for one.
Oh, I don't have a Windows.
That's alright. Let's just pretend like, you know, the test went great and we're all happy.
And what can we conclude from that?
It was a timing test game where you can play a bunch of mini games and test your timing skills. But I wonder, sometimes I feel like people have differing opinions on what they like or dislike based on how certain kinds of stimuli hit them and hit their brain, right? And I was trying to see if there was a correlation between the scores of the tests that we didn't take and some of the things that you said, but that'll never happen now. So don't worry about it.
Okay. I mean, that's why I play Kirby, because Kirby just lets you fuck around with cycles.
Hmm. In terms of what, like platforms moving or
Yeah.
enemies spawning?
Kirby can fly, so he doesn't need to conform to cycles.
He doesn't need to conform to you, the man.
Exactly. Which is ironic considering Kirby's power, which is conformation. Conformation.
Forget how I did on those tests. I wonder if I still have my scores around.
So I'm filling out a massive database right now. I tell you about this database.
Go on.
What?
I'm making a database of all the, what do we call this? Every piece of games criticism. Period.
Every piece of game criticism ever made.
At least that's posted on the internet or referenced on the internet or something like that. As far as I can get my hands on, read, and evaluate. And I'm organizing it all in a big database that will soon be public and searchable and allow people to compare things about these games. That's not going to work, Adrian.
Like some
Why
sort
is
of
it that
meta-
here I jumped just fine? See, look how far he went. It must be that I'm not doing it right. That has to be it, because look, see, it's only 1, 2 tiles. Let me go back and show you again.
You're not getting a big enough running.
Oh, okay. hang on. Fuck. How could it be that I'm not getting big enough running? Because here, watch, look.
I think you're using the auto ledge jump when you get close to it instead of
Oh.
leaping. And if you leap before the auto jump, you'll fall in anyway.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay.
This looks like an auto jump ledge.
Yeah, alright.
So I'm reading every single thing and cataloging it and giving a summary and taking some quotes. And right now I'm reading an old article from 2010 by David Serlin on Donkey Kong Country 2.
Oh,
Is it good?
It irked me 5 years ago, and I'm getting a little bit irked as I read it now.
But what does he say?
It's saying Donkey Kong Country 2's secrets in terms of these giant spinning DK coins are the best secrets in 2D platformers. One, I don't have a very high opinion of Donkey Kong Country 2.
Oh.
But what's so great about the secrets?
So I'm reading it, but he thinks these are well hidden on every level, and they challenge you to, I think outside the box. But let me get to what he says before I make up more things.
I think the DK coins in Donkey Kong Country 3 are better. Because they're actual puzzles.
They're the same repeated puzzle.
No, they're not. I mean, you do just throw a barrel, I mean a keg at the coin, but it's done in different ways.
There's some variation, but not enough, I would say.
He says there's something magical about finding the single, well-hidden secret on every DK2 level that isn't the same as finding 5 Jinjos in Banjo-Kazooie, 100 coins in Mario 64, or any of the 10 zillion things you collect in Donkey Kong 64.
Sure, they're different games.
Yeah. Also, those are not the same type of collectible.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell is he talking about?
You can't compare DK coins in 2 to coins in Super Mario 64, because the coins are everywhere in Super Mario 64. You have to collect 100 of them, but collecting one DK coin from the DK level, like you gotta compare it to something you collect one of in these other levels, or maybe only a handful. But that's beside the point.
What the?
Like the stamp in 3D World.
That's true, but this article is from 5 years ago,
Yeah,
You
this
should
guy
have known in the
sounds...
future.
I made
and
it.
he was talking about 2D platformers, I think.
Why do you talk about Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong 64? Those are all 3D.
I guess you could talk about the hearts from Kirby's Dream Land 3.
I guess he did go 3D.
The what?
Hearts from
Oh,
Kirby's
the
Dream Land
card?
3?
But those are still more puzzle-based, like the coin from Donkey Kong Country 3.
Yeah.
It'd be more like the crystal shards from Kirby 64.
What the hell?
Although those are pretty puzzle-based as well.
Why can't I get over this?
Because you're too slow.
Okay, there we go.
So what's your criteria for like a piece of criticism getting into the database? Like, is it number of hits?
It's anything.
But then
Then put in my
would
criticism
never...
about cycles.
But then what?
Put in my criticism about cycles.
Give me a link.
Oh,
It
you
seems
heard
like
it right
you
here.
would at least need a method of gauging priority.
Like, even some old GeoCities archive site talking about Super Mario RPG.
How about a vagrant
If
talking
you give me a
about...
link, I'll read it.
But say you have 10 links, like, what do you... How do you decide where to
So you
even
have
start?
10 links, which is the most important one from Legend of Zelda.
Yep. It's my favorite GameCube game. 10 links. The decision process isn't for what gets in. That's what the database is for. You organize it
He
all.
wants as many as possible. He's not going
Yeah.
to discriminate.
And if a person is producing garbage, I can skip all that.
Oh, I'm a dumbass.
I
He
Or,
just
or
was
still
right
put it
here.
in and say it's garbage.
Yeah. Or I just won't bother reading it.
Yeah.
That means you can ignore everything that Sean Maelstrom writes.
Oh no.
No, yeah, you're the one who brought him up this time.
No. But I'm solidifying.
He also doesn't criticize games. He criticizes the industry.
Fuck me.
Yeah, well, it's garbage either way. So.
I know. He doesn't do a very good job. He just says, "When I don't like 3D Mario. It doesn't sell well, so I can't like it."
Who even likes F-Zero? Nobody's buying them. That guy sucks.
No one's buying F-Hero. F-Zero.
F-Hero?
Nor what I just said.
Because no one's making it.
That's true.
Oh, since we're on the topic of game criticism, what did you think of that Mario video, Richard? Because I wasn't around when you guys were probably talking about it.
Which Mario video?
The
About the
four-step.
3D
Game maker. Something. Whatever.
The Kisho Kintetsu?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, that video got a 2.
Oh,
Of what?
Well, that doesn't mean what you thought of it.
2 out of 5.
okay.
But that's not a measure of like how good it was.
According to my criteria, it is. Let me explain my criteria. 1, let me click on it so I get it right. I wrote it down. You get a 1 star if your piece of criticism can identify top-level design parts. Top-level design parts being things such as mechanics, level elements, enemy elements, power-ups and upgrades, systems/rules, level design, feedback, difficulty design, modes and features, design space, and story. If you can somehow separate what those are in your mind and say something, and then whatever else you have to say, if you don't get any farther than that, you get a 1 star. Alright? 2 star. It's where you state or imply a reason, some design reason, according to these design parts, more refined design part categories, right? For each of the categories I just said, there are subtopics in order to get more refined. For example, under feedback, you might talk about the camera system, and under camera, you might talk about automatic cameras, lock-on, player-controlled, fixed perspective, first-person, second or third-person cameras, top-down side views, isometric, over-the-shoulder, fixed view, and game feel, things like that.
Game feel?
Yeah.
That's a terrible word. Don't ever use it again.
Too late.
Oh
And by too late, I mean game feel.
God damn it.
So,
It's actually one of the other videos. So,
level 2 stars means you can use some of these more refined categories, and you try to make a statement about design, like the camera contributes to bad game feel for level 3.
Saying that. It's called feedback response, not game feel.
no. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think game feel is a pretty
Game feel is a terrible term and it's vague as hell.
it's not terrible, but it's bad. I'll give you
Don't
that.
use it.
You mean bad
Anyway.
like Michael Jackson?
Yeah, that's what I meant. So that's what gets you a 2 star, or you can give a game design reason based on some vague feeling or design idea, like this is so frustrating. You should never frustrate the players. Blah blah blah. These enemies suck.
What?
You're like,
You went up
well,
the stairs.
well, at least you say, well, at least you tried.
Probably you.
But you get a 2 star for having some reasons, but the reasons aren't really explained or articulated very well. You get a 3 star if you can state design reasons based on the limitations of the design parts that you identify, and you can give examples from the game that you're talking about. That gets you a 3 star. 4 is when you can articulate
You,
the
you should,
general. Huh?
you should write up a rubric for this. This
I'm
sounds,
reading my rubric.
oh, could you post a link to it?
I'm still working on it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, these are just 4 is where you articulate a more general design principle based on limitations and other factors of the design, and you can apply it to not only the game but other games, right? So you can cross compare. So you can say like this shaky cam, it looks cool, but it actually has XYZ problems because the human eye can only handle this much shake. Let's see what it looks like in this game called Kane and Lynch, and also in this part of blah blah blah. You're like, whoa, that's pretty good. You use 2 games and you identify the problem based on the limitations of some kind of human limitation, which is even better, right? Like that's
yeah,
great.
but you were still reading an article about Kane and Lynch, so I don't know if how worth it that is.
Wow.
Jeez.
And then the final level is the 5 stars when you can frame the entirety of a design position, including the principles and limitations, while also framing it in terms of the scope, scale, experiential, and cultural differences that may exist, right? Like, this camera is good for this type of game, but when you have X amount of enemies on it, this issue then escalates into this kind of blah, blah, blah. You're like, whoa, that means its design is only good within a certain context or scale or scope, and articulating exactly what that scope is helpful for understanding how this design feature can be both good or bad. Like, wow, it takes so much more brain power. for a 5-star, you can also articulate the nuances of multiple opposing arguments to show how they don't necessarily directly compete, and you should use examples from the game you're talking about, other games, and then even things outside of the gaming medium if you want to get a 5-star.
But I feel like you could have like a really good 2-star article and a really bad 3-star article, right?
It's true. So the level of stars you get here is not reflective of the level of polish to the article or video, how entertaining it is, or how good of a job they do even presenting that level of idea anyway. Like you can fumble and bumble your way through 4-star, let's say, but
Yeah, that's true.
it's true. But like you could give a really good 1-star. Like 1-star, I'm gonna refine it over time. But I think if you just make a list of examples without stating a design reason behind it, like whether it's good or bad, or without ranking it, then you get a 1-star. But that 1-star may be more helpful than all the other stars based on what's out there. Like my measure of Mario series on my blog, where I just list all of the level elements, all of the power-ups, all of the coin placements, and all the 2D Mario games for like 6-7 games. Just catalog everything so that you can see how each game compares and how they compare even without thinking one's good or bad or otherwise. That's a 1-star at that level, but that resource is super valuable for people trying to make higher level arguments and also for people just trying to understand the game on a simpler level.
Okay, so the stars is really more like a
gauge
not
of
necessar-
complexity.
You're right. It's not, yeah, it's like a gauge of how in depth you go, rather than how polished you are.
Yeah, because articles can always get polished or spell checked, or somebody can take your argument and just, make Eagle Raptor talk about it like this, and get a million hits. But
I always have this intonation whenever I'm trying to be funny, but I'm also trying to make.
Elliot was telling
God!
a hilarious joke and he laughed.
Yeah.
Did Ego Raptor kill him?
I'm pretty sure he got sharked by Eagle Raptor. That's my criteria. The Mario video, the Kinsho Kintetsu guy, he got a 2-star. He didn't. So, what that Mario guy did was he took an interview from Gamasutra, and then an interview from Miyamoto, and then basically he read the interview. He took exactly what somebody else had already said about the games and just kind of explained it a little bit in his own words using video from the games. And that's not too bad. He didn't really have his own original ideas, but then what a few original ideas he did put in there were a little bit unsubstantiated, so he dropped in points a little bit for that. And great. But then I looked at the original Gamasutra interview that guy linked to, and that was like a 3-star. Let me see what I gave. Kishoken Hetsuki.
Okay, I thought so.
I gave this one a 3. The guy talking about his own level design. He did a really good job. Stayed within the scope, talked about his own games, explained things, gave design reasons and backed them up a little bit. Talked about the nature of the action game genre, also the different types of level design as evidence from his other work. But yes, get you a good old 3-star.
The stars also seem to have like different levels of formalism to them. So you have to kind of go outside of the source material and look for examples there instead of staying within what you're talking about initially.
Mm-hmm. So was there a question in there? I missed it.
No, I'm just making an observation.
Okay.
So you never got to argue about whether or not it was like formulaic or whatever about the Mario level design?
Based on that video? Or
Yeah.
there was another comment, right? Wait, which video did you send me? Somebody sent me something.
It's also in the result.
Okay.
where apparently Greg isn't the only one that feels like it makes the game like formulaic or whatever.
What makes the game formulaic?
The formula?
The four step, yeah.
But that's but
Yeah,
that's like
I think Cheatmaster said he had the same feeling.
that's so stupid. Because that's like saying
Whoa, mean words.
no, no, that is stupid because the formula is based off of like an old Asian writing literature. It's like saying, oh, the dramatic structure is formulaic.
Well, you know, Shakespeare's 5-act play gives a lot more freedom within its limits than the Mario 3-minute level does.
Whoa, you're trying to make a 5-star argument there, Greg?
I really don't have the research to back that up.
You better slow down with those out of medium.
But it's like saying dramatic structure is formulaic though, because even though it's been used in different ways, and it's just really, I think it's just a really narrow-minded thing to say.
All this is beside the point. Of course, formulas make things more formulaic, but part of the reason you enjoy and can enjoy these games is because you recognize the pattern in the formulas, and you can play to them, and that helps set your expectations.
Yeah. Why would that bother someone?
If they hate goodness.
Well, I think to a certain extent, like, predictability can be irksome.
That's why you
Isn't
use
part
limitation.
hang on, that's also the one I don't get. Isn't like the third step of the formula like surprise? Like doesn't that
Yeah.
inherently make it unpredictable?
Yeah.
Also, so what wasn't said in the video? Like, he made a big deal about how Super Mario Galaxy 1 didn't use this type of level design as much, and it was refined across Galaxy 2 and 3D Land, but
Okay.
nobody actually did a thorough examination of what does happen in Galaxy. I mean, just like, so every Nintendo game is going to introduce the new mechanics and level elements and enemies in a somewhat safe environment of lesser difficulty and then ramp it up at the end. So that part of the level design should be consistent with both the Kisho Kintetsu and the non-Kisho Kintetsu style level design. So to say that the Super Mario 3D Land is so formulaic and then point out those features isn't exactly accurate, because that's in the games that have it and the games that don't, and non-Nintendo games, and just about everybody follows that formula, right? That certain difficulty trend through level design. So, you know, in order to articulate if there's anything whoever doesn't like about Kisho Kintetsu level design, you'd have to do a little bit more work pointing at specifics and saying, like, I don't know, I don't like it when levels wrap up with surprise after surprise. Like, I don't know what you say.
I don't like it when games put in one last challenge before the end of the level. That's based off of
It should have two last challenges.
you have a boss. Yeah,
yeah.
I saying that formulas are formulaic is just redundant.
It's a tautology.
Yeah. I think the key thing I would say is that what the person's basically saying formula is bad, and I'm like, no, that's not true.
Yeah, if you want to argue that, then you know that's a different kind of discussion. One where nobody needs to have because it's an opinion. Formula is bad. Okay, that's what I say.
Not that formula. I mean, you could argue that over-reliance on formulas might be bad, or not using them in
A
a
poorly
way that,
executed formula.
yeah, not doing anything creative with formulas.
Man, when you really start to look at the stuff people say closely enough, they stop surprising you with their crazy statements because they're crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read one. Hold on, it's crazy.
Uh-oh.
Just know, Greg,
So,
this nothing personal, okay? I'm not trying to be a dick.
So this one says, Greg is crazy.
Ah, damn it. I knew it.
If you
Which
knew
way?
it, then it can't be true. Part of the magic of Donkey Kong Country 2 is that all the secrets are hidden, or is in the way that all secrets are hidden. The highest compliment I can give to the game is to say that I felt that every DK coin was placed by a single intelligence, by one person. As the game progressed, I came to know how he thought and what he'd be likely to do. In essence, the game felt not like an action game of me versus the computer, but a strategy game of me versus the designer.
What
Hold
are you
on.
garbage?
Hold on. Take a moment.
I love how blunt you are.
So just take a moment to think about
No! What do you mean
Okay.
a strategy game? Sounds more like something like gaslighting.
So I'm trying to see if I can maybe read in between the lines of what that might mean. Like, okay, you said this, but what
Oh,
you
there's
actually
no-
meant to say was this.
It's a
Could you
silly
read it
game.
again?
I posted it in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, but it's actually a strategy game. It's not an action game. What the hell? What? I mean, there's a reason why we have genres.
Part of the magic of DKC2 is the way all these secrets are hidden. Okay, the way they're hidden. That's part of the magic. So what is the way they're hidden? Okay. The highest compliment I can give the game is to say that I felt every coin was placed by a single intelligence. By one person. Okay, so some underlying thing that gives you the idea it's by one person, not many. As the game progressed, I came to know how he thought and what he'd be likely to do. So, basically a pattern. Like, I know
Yeah,
they have a
basically
tendency...
there's a formula to the way the coins are hidden.
Yeah.
Which
In
doesn't, it
essence-
doesn't really matter if it's one person, it just matters if it's consistent, which is probably what he means.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In essence, the game
Within the
felt...
last part.
Oh, yeah, this one's weird. In essence, I can just tell ahead of time before I even finish reading it out loud. In essence, the game felt not like an action game of me versus the computer, but a strategy game of me versus the designer.
Yeah, see, it's the conclusion that's stupid. He doesn't say it's a pattern. He says, "Oh, I'm being gaslighted by the developer."
So
I think its conclusion is way too author oriented in this sense.
yeah, so if he's talking about consistent secret placement, that's a thing. And you know, other games may have completely consistent systems designed by one person, but that may or may not make it more consistent, right? Like what that person's like, I feel random today, I'm just gonna put a coin here. That could happen. So
Well, then you're just not being a good level designer.
what we're really focused on is the consistency of the placement. But then, of course, Serlin's talking about how it felt for every single coin. Maybe some of it was random, but he randomly happened to think of it in the right way, and he felt like it was more of a consistent pattern than it wasn't. Maybe the consistency he felt is not consistent for other people and other types of thinkers. Who knows if him and the person or people who did place those coins just think the same way? Like, who knows? That's all a mystery. But what the crazy part is of the statement is, oh, this room's fun. I love this room. The crazy part is, he's like, hey, guess what, guys? My name's David Serlin, and I love strategy. I love talking about Yomi and complexity and having to make and
Wait, Yomi?
yeah,
Yeah,
Yomi's
it's Enigma.
Yoni is a word for reading in Japanese, which just basically means mind games. He likes mind games.
Oh.
So, being able to outguess your opponent
I
by
got it!
picking up on their habits and tells. So like he likes strategy games, he likes StarCraft, he likes card games that are complex and rich for the mind. Like this guy's sort of one of those brainy types, right? So then you read this statement and you're like, hey, if this person is so obsessed with strategy and being a brainiac, it seems like at every opportunity he will prefer something to be strategically oriented than action-based oriented, right?
That's just how he views the world.
Yeah, and this is not the first time he said that. He says this, if you pay attention, all the time. So like he's a big fighting game fan, which is so freaking surprising to me, right? Fighting games being one of the most action games you can play.
Well,
just real time. You gotta hit buttons and you gotta do swooshes and motions and get your fingers in there and like hit those buttons within frame tight timing. Like that's about as tight as it gets.
But there's still a quote-unquote strategy element to it.
Sure, there's a huge strategy element, but it's strange that he picked a game that is you can consider it like
I think it's because
50-50.
I think it's because he plays it like a strategy game.
Yeah, that's very curious. And when he had a chance to do Super Street Fighter HD Remix and be the balance guy for that and project team lead, you know, he made a lot of changes according to how he felt like the game should be, and a lot of people didn't like it. I don't know what the overall consensus is, but he definitely has his own style. So if you pay attention to the stuff he says over time, he'll almost always downplay real-time actiony things and almost always upplay anything that is more like a puzzle or a strategy game. And then I have a quote from a recent podcast that he did, and he was talking about the green stars in Super Mario 3D World, and he was like, I'm a little disappointed because some of them were, you know, dexterity, action-based, and not a lot of them were like puzzles. I'm like, man, you say the same thing every single time. It doesn't matter if it's 5 years ago when you wrote that DK article, and it doesn't matter if it's a new game. Like, he just constantly poo-poos action-based things, action-based challenges and secrets, and he's always talking about, ooh, I wish it were more puzzle-based and strategic, quote-unquote. And then right after he said that, he's like, I wish it were more like DK2 secrets. I'm like, wow, at least you're consistent.
Oh.
Check it out, got it.
He almost got crushed. So I think that's funny, but the weird part is when you try to talk to him, you're like, you know, you have like this huge bias for like non-action based things, right? And he'll say something weird, and you're like, but you do, like every time you talk, you're downplaying action. It's like, no, action's good, but it can only be. He says it like it can only be so engaging. It needs to be so trivial that anyone can do whatever action they want if they think about the move. I'm like, or, you know, it could just be an action game and some people won't be able to pull it off because that's kind of what action's all about. He's like, no, the move inputs need to be trivial. I'm like, no, it's an action game. Some stuff is... Why did you fall down there?
Because I needed to get up here.
I feel like kind of the opposite of this guy.
Part of the what?
I kind of feel like the opposite of this guy, because...
Yo, Sterling?
Yeah, because I don't really care for a strategy-type game.
Sounds like it's just a matter of taste.
Yeah, it is. Okay, it is a matter of taste, but he doesn't seem to look past his own tastes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's the tricky part. Everybody's got some combination of their own values and tastes. So what you do look for in an article like this or anything else he says is how he either, like I said in my criteria for what makes good criticism, how he, level 3, generalizes the design concepts by recognizing types of things and recognizing the limitations of those types of things. Or and then further on, how he can contextualize design limitations and concepts to other genres and apply them to other things, right? Serlin, in this case, his ability to do that comes out in his ability to compare it to other games, right? So it looked like he already made some uneven comparisons, like Mario 64, 100 coins. You're like I know those are collectibles, but they're not secrets in the same way that DK coins are, right? And then,
So what kind of, like, how do you know the boundary there? Because at some point, like, there's going to be some difference when you make a comparison.
So you can make a criteria. In this case, he's talking about, he's promoting this one game for its ability to present consistent secrets that are, their placement is...
collectibles.
What?
He's talking about secret collectibles, so...
Yeah.
If you can say, oh, I don't know. I guess a secret collectible could be the Crystal Stars in Kirby 64. You can compare it to that because those are secret for the most part.
Yeah, in this case, it's not even about how the game frames it as being secret or not. I think what he likes about these DK coins, they're hidden, but they're hidden in a way that's consistent, right? So that you can...
Yeah, I know that.
Pick up on patterns, so that's really what he's mostly talking about. Whether or not they're like whether or not you have to get them in the level to advance, whether they're optional or whether they're quote-unquote secrets, I think is less important. So being able to, even in the discussion, identify that much is important because it allows you to make appropriate comparisons to other things, right? We're looking for objects that are collectible that are hidden, and then hidden across multiple cases so they can create a consistent way to find them. So you can pick up on clues and intuit positioning and go from there, right? Instead of just guessing and checking. So like, oh, that's cool. Like we can use that criteria to look at lots of different things, and even things that aren't necessarily secrets. Just kind of getting a better idea for collectibles in level design, right? Like that's what we're really talking about.
Yeah.
Well, then wouldn't Super Mario 64 coins be relevant?
No, because they're not secret.
They're collectibles in level design.
But they're not hidden.
Yeah, the whole thing is the reason he likes the DK coins is because the rules allow him to stumble upon them by intuiting the previous placements. And in 64, not only collecting 100 coins, there's coins everywhere, but there's actually more than 100 coins per level. So
Yeah, so
you could just farm enemies to get coins. You could get blue coins or whatever, red coins, and get a lot in one area. Like, you know, it's not the same kind of thing. They're not hidden, and
you don't
they're
need
not
to
like
wish to
individually
farm that.
placed. And they're not individually placed. Jinjos aren't bad in Banjo-Kazooie. They are hidden. He should have compared it to frickin' red coins, right, in Mario 64.
Yeah. I don't know why. Also, I don't know why he's comparing it to 3D platform collectibles either. So
Yeah,
that's fine, I guess.
I mean, yeah, you can as long as you're just looking for consistent rules and placement and some kind of hidden. Like what makes it hidden is a little different because you have camera control in 3D games, but as you can you should be able to tell, like you can apply the concept pretty easily across these platforms. So we're looking for Serlin to both articulate that, to apply it accurately to DK2 with lots of examples, either through a list or something. And then if you want to make any statement about DK2 being the best, or DK2 being better than other games, he needs to apply as rigorous of an approach to these other games, right? Instead of just doing like the, trust me, this game is so good. So he did supply, I'm reading through the article, I gotta keep reading, but I see later down in it he has a video of all Donkey Kong Country 2 coin locations. So I'm gonna probably watch that, but I was playing Donkey Kong Country 2. I thought the coin placement was lackluster.
Oh, really?
I don't know, I don't really
It was
What?
like going down a hallway, guess what? Go left instead of right. Oh, there's a coin. Going down a hallway, guess what? I went up instead of down, there's a coin. You're like, I didn't think it was much to it from the ones I found. But I play a lot of
very
platforms.
many though.
Huh?
I don't know, I thought they were hidden in the sense that I don't know. I guess I wasn't really trying to find them. I was just trying to break the level.
Did we all play Rayman?
Yeah.
Origin?
Legends?
I played
No.
Rayman Legends.
I played Origins.
I
I
played
played Origins.
oranges.
I think Origins have this. I eat oranges.
Is that what I kept saying? God, I kept.
You're overqualified.
I think Rayman Origins has a really just super predictable, linear, like unsurprising secrets for
Yeah.
95% of them. It's like the whole game's like super linear anyway, and then you go, hey, what's that path? You go 2 steps off the path, secret room, get a coin, or whatever you collect.
I mean, that's the point though. You're supposed to follow the trail of balloons.
No,
As
not-
I recall, isn't it more that they're like extra challenge rooms that they're not hard to find, but the challenges within are hard? Is that right?
Oh, that helps. But as far as secrets go,
No.
Oh, I see.
they don't really qualify as good secrets.
Yeah.
Like I
No.
like the Angry Birds room. Well, the rooms were.
What?
I mean, I liked how they tried to make each room different and a challenge and unique, but I think they weren't very well designed anyway. Like all the enemy challenge rooms were like go in there, mash the button, and they all get slapped, and you're like, that's kind of funny, but no, just wasn't feeling that. kind of like Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong Returns and Tropical Freeze's bonus rooms were just plain enough for me to go, okay, that's decent. I bounced on a couple of platforms. I timed a few barrel blasts. Some of the rooms were better than others, like the barrel matrices, but sometimes they were a little lackluster in Donkey Kong. But you're like, whatever. I can
randomized. So what?
I can always jump down a hole in Donkey Kong.
I think they're, I mean,
They're not
expensive.
randomized. So yeah, this is kind of what we're getting at. Like, oh, if you have a criteria, you can talk about what makes it hidden, and then you can talk about, you know, how they varied up one approach to the other, and maybe even like widen your frame of reference and go, yeah, this doesn't look hidden, but think about it. At this part of the game, you know, you're running away from XYZ, your eyes are probably scanning the screen like this, it makes this even less noticeable. Like, you can start pointing out some pretty detailed stuff, right? But it only gets more detailed from there.
I have to say
That
that
sounds
boss,
scary.
that mini boss took what the fuck? It took way longer than it should have because it wasn't the standard 3 hits. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Anyways,
Yeah,
continue the conversation.
I wonder if you could have hit it with bombs.
I was wondering that too, but I'm like, I don't want to waste bombs. Look at that Indiana Jones shit. Aye!
Oh, so what do people... That just the bombs reminded me. What do people think of the, like, how items are handled in Link Between Worlds?
Hold on. I'm gonna grab some water.
You brought
I
this
don't
game
want to miss this.
And buying the item.
Nobody talk. I need to get... I'll be right back.
He doesn't want to miss anything. I would have been freaking out like that as well if it had not been for the fact that I recorded all of this, so I didn't miss anything. Although I don't know if I'll upload it. Ah shit, I already
You should
did
upload
this.
only the part that happens when you leave.
What's going on?
Oh,
Oh,
I already
fuck.
did this. Yeah. Oh my god. Well, actually no, it's just to reopen that door, but yeah, as you can see. Yeah, I got the Nightmare's key well before I was supposed to, because that thing was basically the same pattern as the one in the other room, but it didn't glint. Flippers. Oh, he automatically has
When was
them.
Steven Spielberg moving up the... What?
No,
Yeah,
Link
thank
automatically. Yeah, you don't
This
have to
game
equip the
doesn't need any
flippers.
more item switching.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't mind it that much, but it is starting to take me back to Majora's Mask, where if there was one, like, this game really is limited by controls. Like, that's why Majora's Mask 3DS looks so great, because it's not constrained by that so much, where you have to go back into the menu a lot.
They use the touchscreen for that?
Yeah, I mean, they did it. That's what they showed. Yeah.
I have not seen any of Majora's Mask 3DS.
Well,
Oh.
nah,
Good. I never left. I sat right here and listened to silence. Just kidding.
So yeah, that's what I think of how they handle items in Link Between Worlds.
You jerk.
No, I meant by, Adrian mentioned not wanting to run out of bombs, and I felt like this switch to using a power meter didn't have any downsides.
Me too.
I mean, it means you don't have to farm for items. That's like a loss, but I don't think it's a meaningful loss.
Me too.
So,
It is a loss. It's just a
I think
change that you
the
prefer.
times where the times where I felt the lack of meter the most was in the battle dungeons and in the street pass games, I think.
I didn't.
Huh?
I didn't. I was grateful for not having to deal with meters when I'm in the battle tower.
I think he was talking about Link Between Worlds.
Yes, so am I. It's
So
the battle
would you?
tower.
Okay. Whatever.
So then, like on each floor of the battle tower, you don't have to worry about what arrows you'll need on the next floor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was saying, depending on the enemy combination you're fighting, and if you have an upgraded version of the weapon, you can run out. Like that's when you can easily get into a situation where you hit the button and you don't have the meter for it.
I see.
Oh.
Those are the situations that tax the meter the most.
Yeah, and I think that and some of the wall hugging sections where you're kind of on the wall a long time, those are the ones where I felt the meter the most, which is pretty interesting. There's usually a few standout battle places and scenarios in Zelda that really push your limited resources to the limit. But yeah, other than that, I feel like you need to design a very different kind of Zelda game in order to make running out of stuff really fun and interesting. And they typically don't make them like that anymore. Like, I mean, just depends on what they go for. Oh my gosh.
Food, blue,
You know what I mean? Like, if you make the less you make required puzzles or challenges, obstacles, require items, the more you can just have it to where when the player runs out, it's just tough cookies. And the more you make the items double as battle items, right? And you put hard enemies in the game, the more players will want to use bombs and stuff to overcome them. And that's when you make it hard to replenish. You can really feel what it's like to hold on to your bombs. There's a few Zelda games that do that. The original, obviously resources were pretty strict. A little bit in Link to the Past, not so much in Four Swords. Four Swords did the Between Worlds treatment where you can just infinitely use your stuff.
Wait, but in the original Zelda, you still need bombs for like puzzles.
It's true, that game has some really whack puzzles and some really whack challenges, so it didn't quite work out the best. But still, I think the original Zelda has some of the hardest battle encounters on a regular basis that you would want to use your items on, like your arrows and your bombs.
That's true.
What else did I use them for? So Phantom Hourglass had a cool thing with limited sand when you're going in the Temple of the Ocean King.
That's cool. That's not cool.
Oh, it was awesome. You get hit by those enemies, you lose time.
I hated that.
Yep. Because I put the word lose in there. Who loves to lose? Yeah.
I guess, I mean, that kind of thing made sense to me because it's just an individual structured puzzle that I understand right off the bat. Whereas, like, I kind of just don't like the scenario where I've been wandering around the Forest Temple for an hour and I gotta leave to buy bombs. Although I guess at that point maybe I'm burned out and I should be leaving anyway.
Yeah, let's see. I can only think of a handful of Zelda situations where the thing you need, you can only get outside the dungeon because they don't supply you with it, or the item you need is like something you had to get previously, it was optional.
Well, so if you collect all the pots, they don't respawn the item, do they?
I mean, a lot of Zelda games do a good job of having pots right outside the boss and having pots near the thing you need the item for, or at least have enemies you can kill to get the items. There's been very few times where I felt like, oh man, I leave the dungeon and go all the way out.
So they generally like design for those constraints in mind.
Yeah. So then it's kind of like, well, why have them? You're like, well, maybe so you don't go everywhere, you're just throwing bombs everywhere, right? But then that's what you do in the Link Between Worlds.
Well, the timer is, or the meter is an effective constraint, right?
Yeah, that's true. In Link Between Worlds, they just made a lot of the items a lot of fun to have. So, like, you can only have 2 out, so you're like, Could you blow yourself up in Link Between Worlds?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Oh, haha, I knew it. They were hiding a heart piece underwater. They never have empty rooms like this with nothing in it. So yeah.
Ah, it's just like Wind Waker.
Oh dang it!
Okay, you can't dive under the rocks.
But yeah, people don't like running out of stuff. It's tricky because sometimes people overly conserve. I guess most of the time people overly conserve when they're afraid of running out of stuff. And in general, it's probably better to give people lots of replenishments rather than have them over conserve and not play with the cool stuff you put into the game.
It's so... I get so wrapped up with that in Mega Man, but like, you get weapon refills at the wazoo.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't use your weapons.
Plus the imbusters so freaking fun.
Yeah, that too. It's hard not to play with the default weapon. It feels like the whole game works well with it.
Mm-hmm. Serlin says that if you see bananas, they're always a good thing. They're never a trick. Guess who invented that?
Monkeys?
Mario?
Mario.
No, there's no bananas in Mario.
But Mario invented it. Mario the character.
Oh.
So it says, in effect, the bananas themselves are a character of sentience trying to help you. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Just call them a marker.
Yeah, Jesus. What percentage? What the heck?
He's going a little overboard in its execution here. It says Donkey Kong Country 1 did not follow this rule. Whatever, it did follow the rule. Not all the secrets in Donkey Kong Country 1 were signposted by a banana, but all the ones that were safe. So Donkey Kong Country 1 did follow that rule. I played Donkey Kong Country 1 like crazy. It's better than 2. Suck it.
I could
Man,
be
you
the
can't
best.
dive under the bridge.
I just like one better because the difficulty isn't so sharp.
I like 1 better because it's better. It's a pretty shallow reason, but it's the one I'm sticking with. I don't know what I didn't like about 2 so much. I think some of the levels were too long. The secrets were weird. Kind of relied on too many pits. I just really felt like it was more of the same, and they tweaked a few things in the ways I didn't like, so I was just really soured on the game. Like in that Bramble Scramble level, jeez, no thanks.
Oh god.
Best music, worst level. Am I right?
The barrel levels in the first Donkey Kong Country are kind of brutal, but they also don't go on for forever.
Yeah.
Like the first level.
You mean
of
Barrel
the
Canyon
Stone World?
Canyon?
Or yeah, the barrel level in the first world.
Barrel Canyon Canyon?
Kenya?
But it's not like 5 minutes of wandering around in a barrel.
Yeah, that's true. Some of the levels are pretty terrible in hindsight. In foresight.
So funny. You know what this article needs when it says something as bold as DK Country 1 did not follow this rule? Freaking examples.
Yeah.
What? I gotta get this damn ghost off me.
Well, how do you have an example for something that doesn't exist? It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's exactly what you have an example for. He said DK1, it's resulted in a lot of frustration when a banana was in a pit and you would just kill yourself.
When did that happen?
Well,
You may be thinking of times where there's like off-screen barrel cannons that you're supposed to shoot into.
no, there was never ones that you had to shoot into. There was some off-screen secrets, but those led
No.
into secret areas, right?
Huh. Yeah, I don't know then.
Maybe he means like, if you try to 100% the game, then getting some of those secrets that are just like, you have to know it's here, are pretty ridiculous to require the player, but that's kind of not what he's talking about. He's talking about DK coins in particular.
There are no
Even
DK coins
though
in-
he made a minor point of saying like all the secrets need to get in the game are these kinds of secrets, and they follow these rules. So I have specific examples, right? First level of Treetop Town. You guys remember Treetop Town? Let's all go back in our minds.
Yeah.
I love that song.
The beavers, was it the bouncing beavers and the buzzards were flowing to the left and you're going to the right? If you follow some to the back part of the level and jump off one, you can get to a secret barrel that's just at the left top part of the level. I think you may be able to see it, but it may be off screen. Here's another example, Stop and Go Station. The ones with the little demons that crawl back and forth.
I hate that level.
If you start that level, go to the edge, and instead of, jumping in the cart and catapulting yourself across the canyon, if you just jump off the ledge... No, that was a different level, but if you just jump off in the cliff and kind of go and kill yourself near the wall, you'll go into a secret barrel. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Here's another one. I think Stop and Go Station, you start the level, if you just go left, you go to the end. You walk off the screen left, you'll warp to the end. That's another secret.
Alright, so, yeah, these should, okay, you're right. These should have been examples of this article.
Yeah, but then those aren't coins. Those are just secrets. And I don't know if Donkey Kong
But
Country
there are
2...
no, but Donkey Kong Country 1 doesn't have coins, it has bonus levels.
What's the House of the Bay?
Yeah, but at least
What do you mean, no?
bananas aren't betraying the secrets like Serlin's trying to claim. The second thing is, like, maybe Donkey Kong Country 2 has these same secrets. It's just not tied to the coin system. You would need a broader...
I mean, to get 50% in Donkey Kong Country 1, you need to find all the bonus barrels.
Don't you just need to Kong everything in Donkey Kong Country 1?
No, you just need the bonus barrels.
That's how you get 102%?
Yeah. And, no, but 102% is like, there's some very super secret ones I need to get.
And so Serlin says, bananas never betray you. Another rule is running at full speed through dangerous levels. You can always progress safely by running at full speed, taking every jump as soon as possible. I don't think that's true, especially in the Bramble Scramble garbage. It says maybe because you're flying, that doesn't count. Put your fears aside.
Like, I've heard that kind of argument for other games, and the problem with that is, like, you still need some level of memorization there to even know what's gonna be coming up.
Yeah, I don't think that's true what he said. I used to say that about Mario, and it's kind of true, but not, because you can't just keep running blindly into junk. I mean, they give you enough heads-up screen to where you know when to stop running at full speed because you're going to run straight into something, so that's cool.
Yeah.
But Serlin's saying you're safe if you just keep running and jumping as soon as possible, what does that mean? Like, as soon as you see a hole or as soon as the edge of the hole appears? Like, that's not a really good statement. He says, put your fears aside and have faith that jumping from vine to vine at full speed somehow will work out and that you'll never touch a deadly bee.
It would be nice to see a video, right?
Of him doing it.
Yeah.
He says that's an unwritten rule. Like, I know, so a lot of these games do have a layer of polish or tuning for that flow, to where if you're going at full speed like that, you can do X, Y, Z, but I don't think it's to the degree that Serlin's saying here.
Fairy Kingdom was based on that.
Oh yeah, that... Bleh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just... Bleh. Oh. Is that the one for Wii?
Yeah, it's also on PC, or Wii U. It's also on PC. It's like a procedurally generated platformer that's like all of the obstacles are
Garbage.
Indie people really don't know how to make games. They're really bad at platformers like 98% of the time.
Yeah.
And they just make these super strict, very poorly conveyed, very badly controlled, challenging pieces of trash. And I'm gonna still play Mario 1. Did I tell you how much I played the original Mario Brothers on just the 3DS?
13 hours.
I think it's like 20 to 30. Just on the 3DS, after I purchased it on the Wii, after I owned it as a kid and played it on the Game Boy Color for Deluxe, I still played it. Just that NES game for so many hours. Because it's so good. and I'm kind of bored with it sometimes because I've played it so much and I've studied it so much, and I still pick it up and like just so freaking fun, so good.
What about Super Mario Bros. DS?
You mean Deluxe?
Yeah.
I remember liking that as a kid. I only had rented it for a road trip. I like the colors in the versus mode, but I don't know how much different it is.
I think the screen is just smaller.
Boo!
Are you? Is this the way towards the bay?
I think
Man,
so.
why does Sterling say stupid stuff like this? So here's the thing that irks me. When critics or would-be critics start telling you what a game is about, and they tell you what the game is about, quote unquote, based on the stuff that they like. You're like, what kind of stupid criteria is that? Sterling Series says most of the gameplay in DK Country 2 is the act of looking for secrets. No,
What?
most of the gameplay is jumping and moving, avoiding obstacles, and getting to the end of the level, otherwise known as platforming. Most of the gameplay is platforming. It's not looking for secrets.
Yeah, you don't need to beat the game. I mean, you don't need to look for secrets to beat the game.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that they're optional puts it that statement into questionable territory. But then the fact that we know it's a platformer, and then the whole idea is you can get stuck on levels. Why do you get stuck? Because you're looking for secrets? No, because freaking monkeys are punching you. You know the evil monkeys from Donkey Kong Country 1 that throw barrels at you?
Minky Kong.
What's that? Mankey Kong, yes.
I don't know. My roommate was stuck pretty long on Glimmer's Galleon because he was looking for secrets there.
Well, that's just his.
Yeah, he's not stuck if he shackles himself. So this is not true. Like, I want to challenge all these statements.
But this is a 5-year-old article, so I.
You know, here's the deal. I challenged him 5 years ago. And he didn't like what I had to say. I was like, I read your article. I wonder if my comments are still here on the original post. Let's see.
I
Oh my-
feel like I only hear about you disagreeing with Serlin.
Well, the people who say the most usually have the most that you can disagree with. It just kind of comes with the territory, right? Like, oh my
Is that to say
gosh.
there are things like that you do agree with?
Yeah, like most of his stuff.
Okay.
I tell him that too at the.
Oh, is that it? Oh,
Yeah,
We had
I
the-
knew where it was.
I completely
Sweet.
forgot.
The ghost house. We had this other big argument on his forum. I told him I agreed with most of his stuff, like 90% of it. I just had issues with other parts. But I'm reading this article back from 2010. Guess who I see in the comments? Cheat Master.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What did he say?
Let's see. This is kind of interesting. I think I remember the Save Systems one. Wasn't that where you mentioned that the whole Star Coins and New Super Mario Bros. Being a bad system a bit? If it was still up, I add how New Super Mario Bros. Wii keeps the same system and Mario World used it too back in the 90s. But yeah, those articles would be great to read again. I think Sterling took some articles down or something.
Shit.
So I didn't comment on his thread. I actually talked to him on IRC, so there's no record of what I said.
So what did the ghost do?
Oh, he said, you know, he's happy now find his grave. And I think I know exactly the one he's talking about.
Punched him in the stomach.
You wanna fight?
I'll give you a fight. I'll fight this monkey. Fuck you, monkey. Monkey's punching you in the face. It's Mankey Kong. So, Cheat Master is a time traveler.
How do you know it's the same Cheat Master?
Is this Cheat Master dirty, and that's Cheat Master?
Yes, yes.
He also talks about platformers like crazy, so it's Cheat Master.
Because he has good taste, right?
He has a tongue.
Used both for talking and for tasting, I see.
You also learn a consistency to the method of hiding secrets. This is not a very good article. If you're observant enough, the oldest trick in the book is... I mean, he's making claims and not backing him up, and we have a star level for people who do stuff like that.
Uh-oh.
talking about design reasons but not supporting it with clear examples and not articulating the limitations of the design topic that they're talking about. So far, this article's a 2.5, somewhere in between 3 and 2, which we call 2.5.
I gotta read and write
But
more.
that doesn't make it good or bad. That just means that's just the depth it's in, or that's trying to be.
Oh shit, I can't get past that. Well, guess I gotta jump over.
So, if I picked up a Nintendo Player's Guide, would that be a 1? Or would that be less than 1?
Probably be a 1.
Okay.
A player's guide will probably list out level and enemy things and have tips and stuff and
Yeah.
secrets, and it would have it all organized by those categories, so it'd be a pretty good one. A thorough examination of just what's in the game.
How to beat it.
But everyone's free and should make up their own criteria. I think that's the fun part.
That's the hard part. The fun part is just saying whatever comes to mind.
No, the fun part is yelling, "That's a 2!" and then crossing your arms and having everyone else freak out.
My criteria goes up to 2.
So, like, Dylan tried to compare DKC2 with Donkey Kong Country 1, and he mentioned a few other games. Typically, comparing multiple games gets you into 4 territory, but he actually didn't bring up examples from DKC, and that's bad. Like, you can't fake it, so you're gonna deduct points for trying to draw a comparison and only doing half the job. That's a minus point, or minus 0.5 or whatever.
Yeah, it's not quite a 4.
Oh, so it's like the oldest trick in the book is that a big secret is often hidden behind a small one. Yeah, I call that hiding a secret behind a secret, which is one of the safest places to hide a secret. Mario does it all over the place, right?
I usually think of Super Metroid.
Remember World 1, 2 in Mario Bros? After running on the top, you're like, now time to end the level. But if you keep running on top, you'll find the secret warp pipes. Like that's probably the first and most popular example of
I
secret.
never thought of it that way.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny. If you get up there, you're like, well, the glitch is over. I see the pipe. I'm going to go into the exit pipe, right? And that's like, I'll drop down and play fair.
Are the graves to the right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, but okay, building off on that, in the world of 4-2,
Here we are.
you can either go, keep going to the right above the ceiling and go to the World 5 warp, or you could figure out that you need to hit a block from below to sprout the vine and then go up.
Oh right, one of them had a secret. Nope.
Yeah.
Were there any lone
That's a neat example
gravestones?
right there that you just said.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
That's a good one.
that's
See,
the real secret.
Isn't it fun to come up with examples when you're actually trying to talk about games?
Yeah.
That's why some people
Oh my
think
god.
1 stars are like insulting. I'm like, no. If it's insulting to be the 0 star and you call yourself a critic.
I think most of our commune podcasts are safely 1s.
Don't sell yourself short, man.
Well, yeah, because they're formalistic mostly.
Yeah. Very detail oriented.
They don't really draw conclusions.
You probably would be at least a 2.5. Getting up to 3 depending on how much or how little you distract yourself.
How abstract.
It will distract yourself when, like, you could stay on topic if you're talking about something, but then I listened to the firefighter one,
Right.
Oh, nice.
and talking about level design and camera, and you guys are having a blast. So, like, depending on how long you stay on the topic would determine, you know, how much focus you give to it, which would determine if you actually finish your thought. You should link me to more of those because it's going in the database.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Boy,
That's promising.
I didn't
The
make a fool of
archive.
myself, did I?
I mean,
Yeah, you can tell I'm concerned about saving face.
So, like, Serlin here talks about the secret behind a secret. He's like, you know what's cool? Hiding a secret behind a secret. I go, I agree. Now, where does it happen? No examples. You're like, well,
There it is.
okay.
oh wait, there's in Donkey Kong Country 2, there's the bonus stage where you have a DK coin in it.
I'm sure there's examples. I just would like for him to say it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, it's up to him to do the work and make his argument, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise it's just
Whenever I think
boring.
about that, I always think about the one in DKC1 actually.
Yeah, that's how you get the 102%.
Adrian, were there any lone graves? Like, was there one on
Yeah,
the
I
path with all
found
the
the secret
signs?
exit that takes me to it.
Oh,
Watch.
I'm jumping ahead of myself.
Yeah, see, we're coming right up to it. Oh, wrong.
Oh, yeah, I remember this, and not knowing at all what it was.
Exactly
Thank you.
one DK coin is hidden in a bonus room inside of a level. A secret within a secret. Somebody was just talking about this.
Oh,
It has been some time since our paths crossed, lad. You must dive into the waters of Martha's Bay to enter the catfish's maw. The closer you get to the windfish, the more restless he sleeps. Carry onward. Who? I actually already found the dungeon.
So,
Yeah, that would have carried more emotion if it was in color.
Serlin talked
So-
about how the coins have a consistency in Donkey Kong Country 2. Then he has a whole paragraph here where one of the coins is hidden in a bonus room and how no other coin was hidden there previously, so this one breaks the rule and kind of makes something that was previously quote-unquote illegal legal. But isn't one standout example out of 40 the definition of a non-consistent rule? A non-consistent placement? Like,
yeah, he would need to explain what makes it consistent and what makes it inconsistent.
Yeah, and whether or not it's the exception. I mean,
Yeah.
if the exception doesn't make it a rule.
He says he likes this one because he's put the controller down, sat down, and thought about it and figured it out. But that's beside the point, right? He's making this argument for his article about how consistent things are and how he's never tricked and lied to, and you know, like it's I don't know. You gotta do a better job outlining examples if you want to say stuff like this. I'm not impressed.
Yeah, this guy sounds kind of like a hack. So
Maybe just on this one topic.
But he has a bunch of really helpful like videos on Street Fighter 2 and how to perceive hitboxes, right?
Yeah, those were very helpful
what do
when
you
I was.
perceive hitboxes?
Like he explains cross-ups and how
controlling
weirdo stuff
space.
works.
Yeah. He's talking about here how if you try to go on the critical path through a Donkey Kong level, secrets are often hidden off the critical path. Well, yeah, that's why there's secrets. But he's saying, like, the beauty of Donkey Kong Country 2 is it's a constant psychological battle against you and your assumptions. You're like, come on, that's why there's secrets. They're not hidden, they're on the main path, they're hidden off the path. And every time you think there's only one way to go because it's the main path, you're making it harder for you to find the secrets. Like, this is nothing new, but you don't have to ascribe this quality to Donkey Kong Country 2 when one, Mario's been doing it for longer and better, so get out. Mario all the way.
Honestly, I prefer the coins in Mario that are like visible from the critical path, but represent more of a platforming challenge.
I like Mario's mix of star coin placement, but I really like Mario's green star placement in Galaxy 2.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, me too.
those were clever.
I just don't like how they ended the level.
Do you know how many seashells you have? 14.
There we go, 15. I'm gonna check it now.
Oh, you're right. You're at the next telethon level or whatever. At your next stretch goal.
Yeah. I still have no idea how to get into that.
Kickstart for Link to get a new sword. Hey Richard, this is off topic, but what do you think of Splatoon?
Think of what?
Splatoon.
Oh, it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to playing it. Don't know what kind of hardware I'm gonna need to play it with friends. Multiple Wii U's, multiple gamepads, or is it only internet? I don't know.
As far as we know, the multiplayer is mostly online.
Yeah, I don't know if you can play offline with LAN though. And I don't know what kind
You
of.
probably could. You still. Not with LAN. You still have to like connect everyone to the internet.
Yeah, that's the internet then. But yeah, the game looks neat. Neat little twist on the concept. I like the way you earn coins and the way you can customize and the unique weapons and the loadouts you make and the what is it, 4-on-4?
Yeah.
I like that.
There's also a
Hopefully.
single player mode.
Yeah, have we seen the single player at all?
Oh, I'm really excited about the single player. I hope they do a really good job with that, like Mario Sunshine-esque no flood rooms. I hope.
Yeah, they've shown a ton of the single player lately.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I should look at that, because after they announced that, it's a game I could play.
Jeez, come on. You want to get back into arena shooters?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Oh, 15's not enough. I think I need 5 more, and then I'll be good.
So the guy said to go to Martha's Bay under the statue? Was that it?
Yeah, Catfish's Mall. There it is, Catfish's Mall.
Martha Stewart's Bay.
Oh wait, the Animal Village.
Sheldon says, would you say the real challenge is finding the secrets or beating the levels?
In what?
Donkey Kong Country 2.
If
I don't know. I think
I would
beating the
s-
levels are challenging enough for me.
yeah, here we go. No, not me. Where's the bear?
I think it's a little trickier for something like Yoshi's Island, where I guess I could imagine a skill level where clearing the levels is difficult. But now it's just so trivial that like the only thing that feels challenging is doing the secrets.
In what? Okay.
Yoshi's Island.
In Yoshi's Island, yeah, of course. Because it's just getting from point A to point B. I guess it is like in Duck Hunt Country too, but
Yeah, Yoshi's Island, to get the 100%, you have to have maximum stars, which means you can't be hit by the end. You pretty much are taking low amounts of hits, which is kind of like a perfect run there. You have to find all the red coins, which are basically like collecting all the coins, right? And then you have to get all the flowers, which are basically like star coins. So like 100% the level is both you have to do it all at once. So you have to both be perfect, move all over the level and then also find the secrets, right? So that's a really meaty challenge made up of multiple different types of testing multiple kinds of skill.
I see. Whereas the DKC2 finding the secrets is really just the flower component of that.
Yeah, and I think it's even less so because if you only need to find one DK coin and beat the level and get credit for that, it's not like you have to find all 5 flowers in order to. Well, you have to find all 5 flowers to get all 5 flower points, but then you also have to do it with all the others. So it's, it's got more to it. But Sterling would have given Donkey Kong Country 2 a C- if it wasn't for the DK coins, and it turned into an A+ game for him. Wow.
Weird.
I don't know. I don't know how you can think this is good. Like,
Still preferred. I mean, my favorite is still Donkey Kong Country 3.
I guess if I wanted to say what Serlin was saying, I would want to start with like a real clear focus on what I expect from a puzzle, or like what I enjoy in a puzzle.
I mean, so like, one of the problems I don't like about this. So, okay, when you're talking about secrets, so much of it is just, if you be thorough, you can get almost all the secrets, right?
Just look under every nook and
Crack.
cranny.
Every crack.
Yeah.
Butt crack.
I do that already.
So, like, being thorough, I mean, that's what it's supposed to be like. Checking every corner. And then, well-designed secrets, that Sterling was saying, are ones where you look beyond the obvious to get a feel for consistent placement and how to look beyond your gut reaction and, But in this case, with Donkey Kong, so much of it's like just keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open and they're right there on the path. Because because you know the rule that bananas never betray you.
Yeah.
Look for the bananas and then you go. Just every time you see something immediately for you to jump to, look a little bit beyond it and it's always there, right?
That was cool.
What the heck is this? This is the freaking junk I'm talking about. Oh!
All these crystals?
No! Watching the Donkey Kong coins is pissing me off. How can you ignore this beat? Garbage. Good thing we're not doing the YouTube tab. Need rage. I like that one. No! No!
Oh my god.
What the? Symmetry, man.
Actually,
Because you didn't mind the symmetry. Oh.
There's supposed to be a boss here, but he didn't show up. Well, that's what I'm assuming, because look at this skull. Maybe
Well, there's a locked door earlier, right?
Yeah, maybe.
He's just like gushing all over this game and pissing me off. So like, there's these secret, there's these times when you're playing the level and you're in like the Bramble Scramble level, and then I'm watching this guy find the secrets and he's just walking through the walls. And I don't know if certain walls just have no collision, but this game's visual feedback and interactive design is all a freaking mess.
Yeah,
Looks like
that always annoyed me about the water levels, where they just random crates would be passed through.
Oh yeah.
yeah, there were always some secret holes in some of the water levels, and this time, this is not good. Okay.
It's like fun to find them if they're not counted towards your percentage. Just like a random health. That's cool.
Yeah, like a mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a one-up. Makes sense.
But a puzzle that tests my knowledge of like which graphics are fake is not a satisfying puzzle.
I don't think that's a puzzle. It's just a visual. It's using your
And
eyes.
some of these DK coins are just placed at the end roulette thing that you can get at the end of the level. Like, how is that a secret that allows you to consistently see the mind of the creator? Like, sometimes they just give them to you.
Yeah, sometimes they're just mixing it up.
How is this one signposted? Does anybody know if Donkey Kong Country is the kind of game that you can hold down to see lower?
I don't think so. How do you open that door?
I'm trying to find out. Can't push these, and I don't know how to deal with these spike traps. Shit. It sucks you like a vacuum.
I love that about pits in this game.
Hang on, let me see
Oh my
something.
gosh.
No, you can't.
So on the other side... Oh, I see. But I won't spoil.
See what?
How to do it.
Oh, it goes off automatically. Oh no, it doesn't.
Wait, when does that door close?
It closes for... Hang on, I think I gotta just... If only you could push these. But you can't. Yeah, I don't know how to do that without getting hurt.
It's pretty strict, yeah.
I'll be right back, guys.
Hi. Oh my god.
Fuck.
Are you supposed to jump through those?
I don't know. I don't think I am, actually. Same thing with... Oh, I know what it is.
You know what it is?
Yeah, you need the hook shot.
Oh, son of a bitch. I was hoping you wouldn't get it.
Because that's... Look at that, that's right out of Link to the Past. And it's further than I can jump, so...
Got the hooks. I didn't know the hook shot was in this game.
I didn't know either until I came across that room and that setup right there.
Why is the hook shot in this game?
'Cause it's the best item in the series.
I thought that was the boomerang.
Oh wait, I already did this.
No.
Yeah. What about the claw shot?
Well, the double claw shot's better, but like that's just the hook shot version 2.0. Or maybe 3.0 if you count the long shot.
Fuck the long shot. God, what a terrible power-up.
It's in the water dungeon, so I'll give it a pass.
Pass on what?
Oh, now he comes out.
There's only one block in this room. The other one had 4, right?
Holy shit. I don't remember. Eat bomb, bitch.
Do you think that's like a portrait of him on his shield?
Yeah, he drew it.
Okay, I know what I have to do. You have to... I need to use the time from when he attacks, plant the bomb, because that's where he's going to jump next, and that'll be enough time to blow him up.
That's pretty tight.
It is.
Does anybody know how to use a black magic?
Yeah, actually.
I have one, and I'm having the hardest time setting it up.
Oh, it's an actual thing. I'm sorry.
He thought you were joking.
I didn't realize.
What's a black magic?
It's the capture card.
Oh.
Black Magic Intensity Shuttle.
What the heck did you think he was saying? Or were you just making a joke to be funny?
I just thought he meant, you know, dark arts.
So you're trying to be funny.
Maybe. So what have you done with it so far? Like, it's plugged in?
Yeah. Tried to download drivers. I installed the PCIe card. USB 3.
No luck?
Not yet.
Hmm.
Oh, the claw shot is a combination of the grappling hook and the hook shot.
Yeah, I guess. I never thought of it that way.
Oh man, the grappling hook is so cool in Phantom Hourglass.
Did the bomb damage him?
I don't think it did.
Yeah, it looks like he's sat on top of several blasts, but the frame rate is such that I can't tell if he's actually damaged.
Wait, how do you damage this guy?
I think you need to blow him up because he moves around so much. And his sword, yeah, it's huge.
Well, you got other items you can try.
Yeah. Like these. It doesn't do anything. I can't. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Now I gotta bomb him. So, yeah, that's what I was doing wrong. You really do just gotta hit him.
Can you sword him while he's down, or do you have to use a bomb?
Okay, you gotta hit him before he attacks. And yeah, I don't know if you can bomb him while he's up, but that hasn't worked out well for me. What? It didn't work.
Hmm.
I'm chopping.
Yeah, I just did right there. It didn't work. It was clearly not hitting his shield either.
So the dash doesn't always work?
No, it's that hitting him doesn't always work. Like when I'm dashing into him, it's actually making that clink noise a lot. And I don't know why, because I'm not touching his shield. Oh yeah, I'm back here again. So watch. Hang on. Nope. Okay, then oh yeah, you gotta hit him on like the furthest edge of his hitbox, I think. So like always on his... Okay, no, not really.
It looks like you push him into the wall and that's when he crumbles.
There we go. Oh, I already had it.
No, maybe not.
Oh my god, I can combo him. Arg, I can't beat you. I'm out of here. What? The mini boss ran away. What the hell?
Don't laugh, you do the same thing.
I've got what was inside.
Nah, when I
this
try to
box.
run from boss battles, Professor Oak says you can't.
Come and get it if you can. Master Skullface. Holy crap, the boss stole the dungeon item! Okay, that was a crack. It was so off. And I'm like, is this a hammer thing? What is this? Do I have to do some falling through the floor crap? That was my last bomb too, so if I fight him again, that's not good. Oh, you can hit Cheep Cheeps from underneath. Watch. Just like in Mario. Watch. You get it. Ugh. Bastard.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die.
Nope. Oh,
Whoa, what the?
I need my sword. I need bombs. Okay, guess not. Guess not getting me. Shoot. Yay, what does this say? Something is... Yeah, but Link is illiterate.
She is.
You don't have the beak.
So you need a beak. You need a slab.
Goombas! Look, Bowser's face! Boink.
You get the heart. Get the heart. What the heck?
Well, I already passed the screen, so it's too late. Hang on, how do I get up there?
You can get hearts automatically from jumping on them.
Oh, I see.
Looks like I
Like
need
they
to
always
use
drop a
those
heart if you
for,
jump on them. It's congratulating you for getting the reference.
What? Oh, thank you. That usually works.
Hmm.
What usually works.
Throwing a jar into these doors, because you can break down doors with those jars. Did I just hit it wrong? Let me see.
I don't think it's every door.
Maybe if I
Yeah,
get
you hit it
right
dead
up.
on right there. There's gotta be a block that's pushable.
There we go. Oh, nope, I'm out of keys. Hang on, this looks familiar. Shoot, I'm stuck. Okay, so that was a shortcut back that I didn't actually need. That is, yeah, these are like hookshot stuff. So I was supposed to keep going, not go down the stairs after I killed that mini boss. Oh wait, I think I can find the second place he was in.
That's the empty room, right?
Yeah, that's like, oh look, a mini boss because it has a skull. Nope. Wow, that was crazy. There's 2 of you left. I think it, yeah, it should be around here, but I need those bombs anyways, so I'm getting those. Okay, so this actually isn't the oh, shoot. Oh, it's the dungeon map.
Oh.
I can't believe I didn't get it till now.
Oh, look, it's the ice palace.
Yeah, that one room in the ice palace. Yep, check out those skills. Oh wait, I can dive, so... Let's see if there's anything down here. And there is! Bloopers! Dead bloopers. Have some calamari tonight.
I had fried calamari the other day. It's a pretty good appetizer.
Oh, I really could go for some sushi right now. I'm sorry, sushi is just delicious, especially now that I had eel. With eel sauce. Ah, damn it, I needed the hook shot.
Eel pie.
Eel pie?
Yeah. You need to beat the Skull Man to get the hook shot.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go back and kick his ass. Or actually just see what's this way.
Yeah, get the skull barrier.
Yeah, everyone knows you only get the skull barrier.
Okay, you can't. Oh, hang on. I already know what to do about that. Well, that looks like another... yeah.
It could be a key. What are those hooded skull guys?
Oh, they're Stalfos. Dude, freaking yeah. Nope, can't push him into the pit. I can't jump over, but I'm gonna see what's up this way. Catch. That's another hook shot
Look at
thing.
how 3D those enemies are.
How 3D what?
Those enemies.
That's good.
Okay, here's another room where that
spinny
guy's
enemy.
supposed to be.
Yeah, you gotta fight him 3 times. I mean 4 times.
That's kind of neat, like a mini boss that you see multiple. It's not that there's 2 of him; it's that he kind of plays like a cartoon villain. It's like you found a
I'll get
fragment
you
of
next
stone
time.
slab. Yeah, I'll get you next time.
You really get to know him.
Yeah, you get to know him. It's not like that with Ganondorf. Normally the first time you meet him is the time he dies. Well, except in Wind Waker, but you don't really fight him, he just whips your ass.
Let's see. I think my favorite Zelda villain might be, who was the guy from Skyward Sword?
Bruce.
Yeah,
Well, as
Nice.
amazing as
Nice.
Bruce is.
you mean Girahim?
Yeah, Girahim. Like, I feel like he was a pretty consistent
But he's
force.
an idiot.
Wow. Yeah, it's a matter
He
of
was-
opinion.
He was also a sword. Come on.
No. No, I
How
don't.
many smart swords do you know?
Okay,
Girahim
here he
is
is. Son of a bitch.
I. Fry's pretty smart. And she's a sword.
No, you found me. You're a real pesky kid, you know that? Fuck me. I can't
Yeah,
believe
she
that
was
went
wrong
like
with
that.
the person.
Wait, so how do you beat this? Oh. I got a bomb.
Shit, I could have comboed him, but I didn't. What the? He like moves through you when he does the bouncy thing.
So is this guy any different this time?
I don't know. I don't think he is. What the hell? Why is...
You run into him.
There we go.
Yeah, I thought you needed a dash.
No, you don't.
Oh.
Arg, I can't beat you. I'm out of here.
Are you a pirate?
Yeah, he's the mascot that they use on all their flags. So you have to just back him into a corner?
I don't know how you fight him, actually. Or, I mean, like, what his, like, heart box or whatever, how it works. And completely... Okay, this is where I need to be.
How interplay works.
Because it's... Yeah, anyway, it's like... I know his right side is where
Isn't
he's vulnerable, but not, you know... Not the exact spot where it will actually register as a hit.
Isn't 3 up where you got the stone tablet?
I think so. I know I have the stone tablet, so once I found the owl statue, I'm gonna use it and see what I need for the dungeon. Oops, wrong button. To reset it. He's not here. Damn.
See, this is 4.
But still, that's kind of a neat idea, though, where this dungeon is about tracking down this boss so I can get the item from him. And I can find a lot of these spots well before I ever fight him the first time.
Kind of reminds me of the Forest Temple, where you'll see portraits of the pose, but you won't have the arrows yet. I think. I forget if you can do that, actually.
Alright guys, I'm out.
Later.
Peace.
Yeah.
It's a little gruesome that he threw his bones.
Yeah. Has to be like Piccolo.
Why?
Tear off his own limbs. Or maybe he's just throwing his ribcage at it. I mean, he doesn't need those anymore.
I guess.
Oh wait, I remember this. I don't need to go here. I just need to find the third spot.
So the 3 spots are all in a row, aren't they? Along this path you're taking.
I'm not sure.
Right? Because you go through the second one to get to the next part? Or the second one is over to the right there, right? I see, okay.
No.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, I needed the hook shot for what was down there, I think.
Yeah, that was... yeah. There's a big old bridge.
So, if we can't find that third room, the other thing to check is the owl.
Oh, what a weird object.
What a strange object.
What the? Where's that last damn chew? Or do I have to break it down? Guess not. I guess it just doesn't open again
Is
once
there a
you do it
block
the
you can
first time.
push?
No, because the first time it let me through just by killing all the enemies. Okay, there's a key.
Huh.
Oh wait, no, it's the chest. That's what it's talking about. Yeah, you can't push any of those blocks, so... So I'm gonna go this way because I think might be where I need to go. There it is. Yeah. Dive under where torchlight beams do cross. Shit. That's not helpful.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the blooper room, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a key? It doesn't matter anyway.
Oh.
Yeah. You need the hook shot.
Yeah, no, I need the hook shot for this part, so...
It's the heart.
I'm sorry. Oh, right, this.
This is the shortcut, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a shortcut, but no, I mean like this freaking room, just... Yeah, that's...
Maybe that's how you come back.
Yeah, maybe it is, and they expect... So was it this side?
This is so frustrating because I know you've been in the third room before.
Maybe I just gotta go in again, or maybe... No, it's not that, it's the hook shot.
Not that.
That's also the hook shot.
Where is it?
I already got the chest from here, it's the dungeon map. Well, let's look at the map. So I've not checked the room. Up, left. There's a chest.
No, but you've definitely been in the third room before.
Yeah.
It was the room right before the stone tablet.
I fought that bastard twice. So what the hell?
Do you remember where you got the stone tablet?
Nope. Yeah, that... Oh, hold on, it's a room up. Oh, it's because... Yeah, hookshot, and that thing that was blocking me. So yeah, I don't understand why it's blocking me like that. Unless it's when you kill all the enemies, so... I don't know. That I'd have to know by going back into the footage and looking at it. To see if that door opened when I killed that Chew. There's the first one. Here's this four-way room. The dude was on the right. So, let's see if I go back up. I got him stuck.
Oh.
I don't feel sorry for them. So, okay, the treasure chest it's talking about is that one up there. the other treasure chest in this room is that one up there. Which, yeah, looks like a hookshot thing. Or actually a hookshot from the bottom.
Yeah.
Kill them both. But...
Anything in the pots?
Yeah, there we go. Gotta kill them all, and then we can open it back up again.
Oh,
There we
that's
go.
such a devious.
Yeah, that was Jesus. So yeah. No, because I was right. It was that I was supposed to kill in our room, but the thing is I didn't kill the Chew in the bottom. But yeah, now I got him this time, so... You found me. You're a real pesky kid, you know that? Oh, he only takes 2 hits. Yeah, I noticed he died quicker in the other one, so he's taking 2 hits with successive fights. Arg, I can't beat you! I'm out of here yet. So you actually gotta fight him 4 times, and that last time will probably be the finisher, and damn it.
Oh, you got hearts.
Oops. Well, that Stalfos didn't jump away. That's what they're supposed to do. He knew what he was getting into. Christ, pick up the heart! Look! Jeez. So I know where that last one is. It's near the bottom where you gotta go downstairs.
It's like the first room you saw in the dungeon, right?
Yeah, it was the first one I saw. I don't care about the hit.
If you're a Power Ranger, which color would you be?
Red. Red forever.
Okay.
Forever red. That was the name of an actual episode.
Is that the one where they like did a reunion with all the Red Rangers?
Yeah.
Why do I know that?
Here's the thing, I'm not exactly a Power Rangers fan either. I stuck up with the series for a while, so I do know like my Power Ranger lore, but that's about it. I mean, I only know for like the first 5 seasons, not 5 seasons, because I don't know anything about the one they were in space. So when people go like, "Oh yeah, Gold Ranger," I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, and I don't know why he's awesome. I know the Green Ranger.
I remember just when everyone from the original cast left, I was like, this is bullshit now. I don't know why I was this cynical as a kid.
Actually, not all of them left. About 2 of them stayed, and one of them actually died.
Oh.
Yeah, so a lot of the footage they had of her was reused footage.
Oh. That's uncomfortable.
Yeah, she died in a car accident. It was the Yellow Ranger. What the hell's wrong with that thing, the anti-fairy, whatever that is? It's not supposed to move like that. Oh.
Well, he follows the wall, so.
Where did my friend go? I will never leave your side. When you die, that's the guy who will always visit the grave. Oh, frick, it's not
I don't know
here.
if I want him visiting my grave.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh my god,
Yeah, it was
where
lower
is this
down.
fourth room?
No, I know where it is.
Is
It's
it the
this
one
way.
just...
It's that I keep
I see,
confusing
okay.
it with this room, because I know it's on the bottom left. I just went to the wrong bottom left. Yeah, I have my sword. It's just I keep putting it on A instead of B. Sadly, the piece of power does not affect the anti-fairy.
What about bosses?
I don't know, because I can't hear it anymore, but that would be funny. I think this, like, cancels it out.
Uh,
That would be funny if you could, like, Starman as Zelda boss. Man, being able to do that in Mario 3 was so funny. Gotcha, bitch.
Do what?
Starman Boom Boom.
Oh.
I never got through a level fast enough to do that. I didn't know it was possible.
It is. It's in one of the later worlds, but it's possible. Oh, he's dead for good. Give me my hook shot, you son of a bitch.
He left you a bent
Oh,
arrow.
you got the hook shot. It's 2 words, not one. It's train
Hook arrow.
stretches long when you use it. Oh, wow, that's a really primitive looking hook shot. What they had to do, what they had to do. Oh, it kills! Well, yeah, it's always killed, but it never killed, like, big enemies like Stalfos. Usually stuff like Keys.
Yeah. Usually works on boomerang rules.
Here's the boomerang. Where is my boomerang?
Spoilers.
Yeah, normally the boomerang is one of the first things you get. I can take off your faces.
You only get it as
oh,
child
shit. Ew! I took off his face. Oh, I killed
No one
him.
asked you to.
Well, Link's a bit of a dick.
Now you can go and get all those fucking chests.
Yeah. Get this fucking chest. Fuck.
Oh wow, that's totally worth it.
Well, yeah, it is, because there's that
It
one
was.
stupid expensive item that's like 999. What was it, a bow? Yeah, I think it was a bow. So it is worth it.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
There's one on the left. I gotta go back down.
I think that's that one with the annoying spike traps.
Yeah, take these guys out way faster now. Look! Oh, this is new. Son of a bitch. Fairy! Fairy!
Oh my god,
Oops.
you really need that.
Oh, but she still healed me. Wait, I don't have a key.
Nope.
Yeah, see? No key. Come back with key. Shit, Lord. Shit. Who pulled back that bridge?
The fairy.
Oh, here we go.
Can you hookshot?
You. Yep.
That explains how you do that without taking damage.
Oh, here's
Or
what
do
you
it
do.
at all.
Wink. That's how you do it. If you hit these guys in the side with the hook shot, they die in one hit.
Huh.
Yay, I got a key. It's so I can leave. Oh no, it's not. No, it's okay.
So you can get the, the lock block.
Yeah, the keystone. That is further up. Oh, what the? Shoot him in the eye. Oh, I guess I'll use my hook shot.
No, use arrows.
I don't have arrows.
And leave and come back.
No, are you kidding? That can't be it. That's stupid.
What do you mean? This is all the one enemies, and we killed those
No,
arrows.
see? The hook shot hurt him.
Oh.
See?
For now.
Oh, motherfucker, you ran into me. You're supposed to be like crabs, you move side to side. And no,
Maybe
you
this
can't
can't
shoot this thing diagonally.
Against the laws of nature.
Yeah, you can't hit him from the side, so I don't have to be directly in front of him. I can dodge his shot and hit him, so now, number 2, come here. Okay, that was bad.
He has a really small window.
Damn.
It's almost like you need to shoot him and then dodge.
What? Okay, they do have a ramming attack, so when they start jiggling like that...
The tiles make us go.
No, they don't.
Holy crap, Wario fan, you're actually there.
I was, yeah,
Oh,
I'm afraid so. Just a lot
Okay.
of Club Nintendo surveys.
oh god. Just a lot of...
You're not
It's-
supposed to fill those out time-consumingly.
It's the last week to earn coins. I gotta do something.
Do they give you extra coins for good answers?
No.
No, but I put something funny for a game I bought. Hold on.
You're almost dead.
Oh shit, I am.
Well, I know I haven't been in good health lately, but you know.
It's neat how this dungeon has 2 different mini-bosses.
Why is that neat?
Because that's more mini-bosses than they usually afford.
Ford.
The enticing cliffhanger at the end of Donkey Kong Jr. left a lot of questions unanswered. What happens to Jr.? Who is this mysterious pink DK Jr.? What motivates Donkey Kong to attack Stanley in the next game? I anticipate all these to be revealed during my 60-hour quest to solve basic missions.
Well, I killed him, but whatever the hell you were reading was pretty funny.
You're welcome.
Is that someone's
That-
fanfic? What is that?
Someone's Club Nintendo response.
That was my answer to why I purchased Donkey Kong Jr. Math on Club Nintendo. I figured I might as well go all out with that one.
Why did you purchase Donkey Kong Jr. Math?
Don't you touch me.
Touch you? No one's touching you. We're just asking you a question.
I said judge.
Oh. No one's judging you. We're asking you.
Oh, I was curious.
You might be able to push the...
Wait, don't you have a key? What happened to your key?
Oh, I can't. I
Huh.
used
Wait,
it.
what? What happened?
Are there any
That's
other
how I
choices
got
you
to
missed?
the Goma boss, remember? I used the key to get to him.
Oh, right.
The real reason was for research.
Oh.
Eventual Chronicle web series. I figured, I'll splurge on all this stuff. So I bought a bunch of NES and Game Boy games off the eShop that I never really owned before.
Sure.
So that, I would have resources for whenever I do a video for golf for the NES. Or tennis for the NES.
That's a good one, actually. I like that one.
Tennis.
I don't get it.
Oh,
Oh, because it's on the NES.
yeah.
When do you do a video on World Court Tennis?
Well, that's a tough one. I'm still seeing how I can get a hold of Smash Ping Pong for the Famicom Disk System.
Smash ping pong?
Smash Ping Pong.
I'll smash you with ping pong.
That's not a very
Wait,
good
did you do the stairs?
The stairs. Isn't
Yeah,
that
the
just a
stairs,
shortcut
the thing.
back? Oh wait, yeah. There's yeah. It'll lead me to that one area. Actually, I have to go to the restroom.
At
Where's
least
that in the
it's
dungeon?
time.
So, has anyone been playing Ball Cube?
No.
No.
Why would I play ball cube?
Well, call me crazy.
Okay, you're crazy. What else do you want to hear?
Gnarl Sparkly? I don't know.
No.
I've
What
been
about
playing-
ball cube do you want to know?
Just what your score is so far.
Oh,
Why
I don't
did-
keep score.
You don't want?
I don't keep score.
Well, how far, what level have you gotten to?
Forever level.
On 1 credit?
No.
Well, how far have you gotten on 1 credit?
I don't know. Far enough.
You're very vague.
I don't care about credits. I just play the game.
You're just there for the experience of the bouncing thing.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
And there's never been a game like Breakout where you control the ball. Literally no other game does that.
Oh hey, now you can see what the beak does.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
it?
oh right, we already read this.
Oh, that's right.
You forgot. How could you? Supposed to be my co-pilot. Oh, we're back here again.
Just use Rock's Feather across that gap. I mean, come on. Hi, I'm Link, and this is Jack.
Today we're gonna see what happens when you fuck with a bunch of cuckoos.
Happens.
You die, I'm pretty sure.
Hell. You die a gruesome
For me to
death.
tackle this. Is that a hint?
Yeah, you're supposed to use the fish bait.
Oh. That's not in this game.
No.
But Kirby is.
No, he's not. Anti-Kirby.
What's the difference?
How dare you?
Oh man, what is this?
Yeah, you got the Nightmares key. I still need to find another key. But
Yeah, so
I
once you get
already
another
have...
small key, you're on your way to the boss.
Yeah, but I have I know where to look. Get out of here.
Wasn't it impossible to get all the photos in one run?
They're not in this game, are they?
Oh,
They're in DX.
that's right, the colors.
Well,
And the
so you
photos
can
aren't
print
in
them out.
colors.
But it's still impossible to get all those photos in one run, right?
I have
it?
no idea.
Oh,
I never bothered with them, to be honest.
I kind of thought, I don't know. I was pretty sure it was like really hard to. I don't know.
Do you know which photos would conflict?
Not off the top of my head, I just remember thinking, oh, you can't do this and do this because. Well, let me
Might
see.
be a myth. Mirror shield.
Get that chest. Get that chest.
I know, man. I just want to frickin'. Actually, no. I'm gonna stay with Headshot. Yeah. Get that yummy chest.
Oh, I think.
Those yummy titties. Yeah, 50 rupees. Nice. There we go.
Nice. There's also a...
Yeah, I think I can... more boobies. There we go.
Yeah, more boobies.
Yes.
Okay,
These are the real boobies. Aha!
Sounds like you're set then.
Your shitty silicone breasts can't fool me.
what I was thinking of was it wasn't that it was impossible to get them all in one run. It's just I was too honest to get them all because one of them involved stealing from the shop.
Oh.
That's funny.
It's impossible to get them all on a all good run.
Yeah, on an honor system run. If you value your integrity as not being called a thief for the rest of your life, then it is impossible.
Or for the rest of playing the game.
Well, if you want to follow the morality meter in the game.
No, that's how bad it is stealing from this one shop. It affects all links throughout the timeline.
On my way to the boss, god damn it! Get back in there. There we go. So, you are the outsider. Come to wake the windfish. He. I shall eat you. Eat me. Whoa. What the fuck? Oh, you king. Hookshot.
It's Rocket Knight Adventures.
Mega Man Adventures?
No, Rocket Knight Adventures.
Oh.
Do I like... Is his face I want to grab? Oh, yes it is! Oh, yes. So this tail is... Just ignore it. Damn it. Yeah, his tail... Yeah, because you pull him out and his tail shrinks, obviously.
So that gives you time to hit him.
Yeah. Oh, he's out. Oh, he's basically.
Whoa.
Oh no, he's dead. Oh, there's two of them! Or they are two heads? I don't know what's going on. What's the name of that one in Majora's Mask? I think it's Twin Mold.
Twin mode?
Twin galaxies.
You're
I looked
fighting-
up Ball Cube on Twin Galaxies, and the high score is only 185,000.
Are you saying in Majora's Mask you fight two Walter Days?
Twin Rova?
I saw this documentary once of a guy who opened up in his own arcade and he got Walter Day to come by. But he wasn't wearing his referee shirt, so I wasn't really sure it was the real Walter Day.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
So anyone with a referee shirt could just come in to the arcade, claim that they're Walter Day, and people would believe them.
Well, you have to have the look too. But, you know, what completes the Walter Day ensemble is the referee shirt.
Man, those things are immediately shooting once you get in there.
Do you think if I was Walter Day for Halloween, people would recognize it?
Absolutely! Who would not recognize Walter Day?
I won't.
Well, don't go trick-or-treating at Adrian's house.
Why not?
It's a bit of a hike.
Bring it, mofo.
That video was
Okay.
actually kind of sad because it kind of involved the opening and closing of an arcade.
Oh.
And it's like, well, how did you know to do a documentary about it if you were, you know, filming it while it was opening? Like, did you anticipate it would not last long or something?
Yes.
Well, if you were the documentary person, yeah, I could believe it. This won't last long.
No, but that was my plot. I was
Oh.
gonna end up closing it down. I was gonna sabotage it.
Don't
Wait,
seem...
why didn't this happen last time?
I don't know. I guess I killed him too fast to know what kind of island this is. He. What a fool. He. Heh. Oh, grim. I stole his heart! The thing that I've been slashing this whole time, and now I have it all for myself. It's kinda gross when you think about it. Link's just got like 9 hearts pumping inside his chest. You got the
monster-
wind marimba.
You know, Earthbound also has collectible instruments and photos. Maybe Earthbound's just a Link's Awakening remake.
No, it doesn't. It has melodies, not instruments.
So does Mother.
Mother 1?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Other one doesn't have photographs.
No.
No.
No,
Yeah.
there's no photographs.
No.
No, it's
No.
Earthbound is now canon to Zelda.
No.
Yeah.
You're so opposed to this.
I'm opposed to this line of thought.
We gotta work it into the timeline now.
No. Stop talking. You're embarrassing me.
In front of who?
Oh shit,
Yeah,
I gotta
You
figure out
just-
who needs a
You're
hibiscus.
embarrassment to yourself.
I think I remember who needs hibiscus.
I went to the bear, but he didn't say anything. Oh wait, I already gave him honey and he gave me hibiscus. Shit, I hit the buzz blob. So, who does that leave that would want hibiscus? No, it's someone. Alright, how do I save? No, that's not. AV start selector. There we go.
Wait, there's a new Inspector Gadget?
Alright, that's a session because holy fuck,
Why
I
is
did
there
not
a new
realize
Inspector Gadget?
it was 1:30.
Yeah, you did 2